the importance of the Internet Archive, the UK goes USB-C, and AI resources. This is MacVoices. Today's edition of MacVoices is brought to you by the MacVoices Dispatch, our weekly newsletter. Visit macvoices.com/newsletter today, sign up, and stay up to date. I wanted to throw this out. This is an article from Harry McCracken that wrote for Fast Company, that the Internet Archive is even more essential than I realized. That was the title of the article. This hit at a particularly interesting time for me for two reasons. First, it's been now a number of weeks ago that we talked about how it appeared that the Internet Archive could have been, maybe was part of the source for the scraping of the TUWA content. But it also, for me, I had a website that I used to publish, and that I was looking back and I couldn't remember how far back it had gone. And so it occurred to me to go and look, and there are early versions of that website way back in 2000, 2001. The site is long gone, obviously, but it's been archived there. And so there's some really interesting things, because you can start bouncing around and you feel like you're in a time machine as far as the way things look and act and the content, but it's fascinating. And then I came across this article that Harry wrote about the breach that they'd had and how they'd been DDoSed for a while. And it's one of those things I'd like to bring up and just make everybody aware that it's out there. So if you're looking to go back in time and research something that maybe was on a website, and not just from a year or two ago, but more like 10 or 20 years ago, you can do it to some degree with the Wayback Machine. Does anybody play with this at all, or Dave?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. But the thing is, I don't think everything is up right now. So a lot of their services, I mean, they've got the Wayback Machine, archive it in the blog, but the rest of the services are still offline. It's just because of that. That was a pretty nasty DDoS, and but yeah, it's pretty amazing. They will all go back and you go back 20, 30 years in some cases to look at websites that are archived in there. It's just always interesting. Like you said, a trip down memory lane looking at some of these sites.
Well, something that Marty said really struck home with me in relation to this. Marty, you said that when Squarespace bought, I'm sorry, what was the company?
Weebly.
Yeah, I was not familiar with Weebly, but you had trouble moving it over. This can let you go back and look, like I was doing, and others were doing, that hand-coded sites that you might use in a utility like GoLive in those days to create. But there was, yeah, I know, Jeff. I knew you'd get. I knew I'd get you with that. But there was no easy way to transition that content. So things were just, okay, you stopped here and started up something new. So it is truly a repository for things that maybe didn't make those transitions to the age of content management systems.
Yeah, I used it with an association I'd been working with for years, and had done their website and various renditions of it, and to use the Wayback Machine to take a look at websites that I created or put together using Dreamweaver. And it was kind of fun to see that.
I forgot about
And I gave the information to the association. They wanted to know how many years and when did I start it, and things like that.
Yeah. Dreamweaver was the successor to GoLive, wasn't it?
They ran kind of parallel, but Dreamweaver was Macromedia. Here we go again. Dreamweaver was Macromedia, and then when Adobe bought them, they got all of that stuff. And GoLive, Adobe bought GoLive, which was, so the product was GoLive Cyber Studio. When they bought GoLive, they renamed Cyber Studio to GoLive. So they had two competing GUI website design tools running at the same time, and then eventually just killed off GoLive.
Yeah. which was a shame because they should have killed off Dreamweaver, but that's a whole nother discussion.
We used to call it Screamweaver.
We have two other things to get to. This one I hope is just sort of short, because the other one definitely is. But the UK is considering adopting a USB-C as a common charging standard. Okay, good for them. But here we go again. The UK seems to be throwing its weight around to adopt it as a charging standard. So it's not one that they can impose on the rest of the world, but it certainly feels like they're trying.
Oh my God. Okay. Everyone else already did it. So now that everyone else has done it, they're like, we should do this. So they don't actually really have to do anything, because all the companies, they're not going to make non-USB-C versions of stuff just for the UK. The UK is going to get whatever has already been made. What I think this really changes is if you are a company in the UK and you're making a product that needs to have a charger, then, and you're selling the product in the UK, those companies will have to get on board too. But everyone else is just going to send the UK the same USB-C stuff they're already making.
Does it bother anybody that it just seems like they're trying to lock down so many things? I mean, Jeff, you're right. This feels like one that A, technology, and B, market forces drove. But they want to make it a standard. So they want to, are they going to fine somebody for not making it a standard so they can fund their, no, never mind.
I think it's very British. You know, they go ahead and put out, let's just say, use the phrase adopt the standard. After everyone else says, okay, we're going to adopt the USB-C standard. 2 years later, Great Britain jumps on board. So, like I said, it just seems very British to me. So,
hello to all our British fans who were now unsubscribing. So
that's WEB, BIXBY.
Usually I try to find something humorous to end up with. I couldn't find anything this week, but I did find a really, really good article, I thought, on Fast Company, about the best AI tools to make your life easier and work easier. And I have to tell you, I went through this list and I did not see there were a lot of things here that I've never seen before. So I would encourage you, take this link, check it, and see if there's something there that you can use, or you want to play with, other than just the Chat GPTs or the Claudes, or I can't think of Perplexities or whatever. There are a lot of very specialized AI services out there that maybe you can use. And Jeff and Brian are saying in our private chat that it's paywalled. That's interesting because I'm seeing the full article. So if it's paywalled, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Paywalled for me too.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. Well, I'm not sure what the price is, but it's worth, I think, if you're looking for something to play with or that you have a need for.
Hey, Marty, can you have ChatGPT tell us what the list of AI tools are from that article?
Let me try.
Oh, God. Weren't we just talking about appropriation, Jeff?
We live in a new world.
Yeah, at the top of that page, it does says premium. So,
really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, look, right there, purple.
I don't remember ever signing up for this.
Chuck, you're just more important than we are.
Apparently.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe it wasn't premium earlier, and then when everybody got interested in it, they said, "Oh, this
Jeff, here's your answer. Can you give me a list of AI tools from the Fast Company article on AI tools? Fast Company's 2024 list of innovative AI tools highlights several impactful companies across various industries: Perplexity, Viz AI, V-I-Z-A-I, Google DeepMind, Salesforce, and Figma. And then it says, yeah, for more details, you can explore the full list of tools on Fast Company's site.
Yeah, there you go. And interestingly, now I just refreshed the page, and now it's paywalled for me. So thanks, guys. You got me locked out. That's great.
There you
go. Didn't you copy the contents first?
No, because I thought I'd have access to it. Now I couldn't. No. But Cletus in the chat room says it's only $1 a month. So
only.
Well, you can sign
Marty,
up for it.
Thank you for indulging me in doing that.
Yeah.
I live to serve.
You rock.
Gentlemen, thank you. We got through a long list of stuff. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we've got a decent number of people watching. The chat room went a little quiet on us, maybe because we were just so fascinating. Or I'd like to think anyway.
That makes sense.
Rich says, sorry, guys, may tune out a bit. Tribbles is on.
Oh, must be some Star Trek time.
Yeah, I hope that's Star Trek Tribbles. Yeah. Okay. Rich, if you can still hear us, what service are you watching? So we can all go after we do this and watch.
Paramount Plus.
Folks, this is MacVoices Live. We do this every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. YouTube.com/MacVoices TV. Come back and join us because we always have fun. Let's go around the room. Let you find out where you can find these folks and where you can connect with them on social media, because you really should, because they are even more entertaining when they're not on this show. Well, most of them are. Dave Ginsburg, where can folks connect with you?
You can find me at In Touch with iOS and InTouchWithIOS.com. I'm on my YouTube channel is youtube.com/InTouchWithIOS. I am here on Tuesday nights, also on the Mac Show of the British Tech Network on Fridays, and social media. I'm on Mastodon at DaveG65 and Mastodon.cloud. I just posted something about a scam email I got this morning from Microsoft.
Yeah, saw that.
I missed that. Isn't that is that a contradiction in terms? No, never mind.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Redundancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rich just came back and said the Tribbles episode of Star Trek is on Pluto TV free right now. So
Pluto TV.
There you go. Marty Jencius, thank you for being our resident AI expert. Where can folks connect with you?
Well, take that, X. You can find me at Jencius, JENCIUS.bsky.social. So we'll do the Blue Sky thing this week. Here on Tuesday nights, and love being here with the group, and then again on Thursdays with In Touch with iOS. And then Eric Bolden and I do a show on Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, Vision Profiles. And you can connect with us through there on YouTube or through the podcast.
Thank you, Marty.
Move to Sunday nights? Really?
Monday nights. I'm always Monday nights. Sorry.
Leap year.
Dave is constantly
time.
reminding me what day it is. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. Brian Flanigan-Arthurs, do you know what day it is? And thank you for being here.
Yes, it's Sunday somewhere, right? Thank you for having me. Yeah, best place to reach me. We'll go Blue Sky as well this week. Brian8944 on Blue Sky.
Great. Thanks so much, Brian.
Yep.
Well, Bixby, before he says it, I'll say it. Go Chiefs. Where can folks find you?
The undefeated Kansas City Chiefs. I'll say that while I can. So You know what? Marty took it away from me. You can find me at Blue Sky, BSKY, and it's under my normal handle, Web Bixby, WEB BIXBY.
Great, thank you, Web. Jim Ray, the man of many words. Where can folks find you?
Well, I'll go with the flow. If you want to send me a message on Blue Sky, I think it's ProView Jim on there, PROVUE Jim. And if you send me a message on there, there's a good chance that I will see it in less than a year. If you think it's slightly more urgent than that, I would probably go with Mastodon. So on there, I'm proviewjim@techhub.social, or you can just send me email, jim@proview.com.
Thank you, Jim. Only slightly less urgent. I like that. Jeff Gamet, thank you for the WordPress lesson. We really appreciate it. Where can folks connect with you?
Well, I'm happy to have been an info dump for you. I apologize to everyone for talking so much because I just kind of went, and I don't know how long I talked straight through that, but that kind of monopolized some time there. Anyhow, okay, social medias. I'm Jay Gamet everywhere. Presumably I'm on Blue Sky because why would I be anything different there? But I'm not looking at it. So Mastodon and Instagram, that's where you'll find me posting stuff. And then how about some shows? So here on Tuesdays, so thank you for letting me join in on MacVoices Live. Dave, thank you for letting me join in on Thursdays on In Touch with iOS. Then the British Tech Network, Thursday for the Big Show, Friday for the Mac Show. Brian Chaffin and I do The Context Machine, and Patrice Brendamore and I do Retro Rewatch.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Folks, you've heard of Batman. We have the bald eagle, Mr. Eric Bolden. Eric, good to see you. Thanks so much.
Yeah, when I'm not out in the middle of nowhere in the woods, you can find me at Mastodon, at EA Bolden, at mas.to, or Blue Sky every once in a while. EA Bolden, bluesky.social. And yes, Mondays. Mondays with Marty, Tuesdays here. The other days in the afternoon outside, that side of the highway someplace waiting for a bird to land or take off, or it's that time of year.
Serious question: are you using a new Mastodon ID, or is that the second one that you use for the flowers and birds?
Oh yeah, at EA Bolden at techhub.social. For most of the tech stuff. The bird stuff is mas.to.
Okay, that's what I thought. It didn't sound quite right, so I want to be sure that we got it right.
I was staring at, the eagle.
At the eagle, yeah. He looks like he's watching you. It really is. The effect is quite nice. Folks, you can find me on all the socials as Chuck Joyner, including Blue Sky. So drop me a message over there along with everybody else here. We'll just see if we can take down that site. Until the next time, and as always, thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you Mac Voices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.